Click the links to support the channel or add your links to your Indiegogo if you want some free advertising. Some people may find this video offensive. Those people are known as pussies. Do you guys want me to give away some books when I hit 500? If so, which ones? Let me know in the comments down below. Perhaps one of these or anything else you guys want. I saw Zach's video on the Kickstarter gatekeeper who told Mike Miller to go Nagasaki himself. She's a communist, lesbian, Chinese woman who hates Japanese and European people. In case you're unaware, comics on Kickstarter are mostly buzzword comics that people sell to their friends, or rather guilt their friends into buying. They know their friends aren't going to buy a paper version for $30, so they sell PDFs for $4. Kickstarter has a ton of these campaigns that fund for $1,000 or $2. They're along the lines of obese lesbians of color who hate men of European descent for some reason. On Twitter, when I remind them who actually is committing violence against the LGBT in America, I get blocked and lose another account. Well, Jack, that is what burner phones are for. Daddy can't suspend us all. If Trump switched to Gab, Gab would blow up overnight, and whoever got that stock on the ground floor would be a millionaire. So this soy boy at ICU2 says, comics Twitter can be kind of a cesspool. So I assume that he and his interviewee knows what they're referring to. What about the reader? Who or what are you referring to? Comics on Twitter can be a cesspool? That has not been my experience, and I am fairly familiar with comics on Twitter. So, will there be a secondary vetting process used to screen out trolley stuff? She says she won't accept hate speech, which begs the question, what does that phrase mean? They never explain it, because if they were honest, they would have to explain why Jawbreakers and Lone Star weren't allowed to be sold on their platforms. Because the comics weren't exactly banned, it was the creators who were banned for wrongthink. Kickstarter knows who Mike S. Miller, and Richard C. Meyer are. They were not allowed to do business simply because the mean girls decided that the defamation that propagandists had spread about CG was true, or rather they disregarded the importance of the truth, calling CG some sort of istophobic hate group. Is it true? The truth doesn't matter. That is a face more smug than even smugless Doug TenNapel. The people of soy know that when other soy people call victims hateful, it's a dog whistle to other soy people that these people are the enemy. They must be ruined, made homeless, unemployed. Their children's lives must be destroyed. The originators of the rumor know that defamation isn't true, but the people who repeat it either know they are repeating a falsehood or they are repeating defamation in a reckless manner, i.e. without verifying the truth of the statement. When we're dealing with people's livelihoods, it's particularly malicious. SJWs will destroy lives at a mere whim. Something mild will offend them, but they will strawman the argument to build it up in their minds. Something more than it is, because the SJW mob is a binary. Sorry, I had to get it to some better-looking Asian girls. They either turn on and destroy or stay off. There is no mild admonition or gentle rebuke. They don't agree to disagree like gentlemen. They must cancel their victim and send a message to other wreckers of progress that if they dare to step out of line, they will likewise be punished. Kickstarter is the largest crowdfunding platform on Earth, and they block Mike and Meyers from being able to make a living for no reason other than they wanted to punish them for having the wrong politics. Sorry guys, you cannot fulfill your dreams of making comics because you voted for the wrong guy. I thought election interference was illegal. I guess there are different rules for different people. You may ask, why doesn't the right deplatform and destroy people like the commies do? First of all, the right has fewer petty bitches. The groups are fundamentally different. If the right had power, you would have free speech. When the left takes power, and they will, there will be no free speech. In America, one may openly criticize elected officials. In commie countries, the KGB would drag you away and torture you to death, because there's no due process under socialism. Hey, would I have free expression, the Second Amendment, due process, notice, and an opportunity to be heard, jury trial under socialism? No, you would not. Okay, GTFO and go F yourself in the A with a Liberty device. If we don't have free expression, then who exactly decides what we may say? Oh, a diverse group of qualified people. You mean like alt-left college professors? A group of elite ivory tower bourgeoisie will decide how the dirty proletariat may express themselves? No, we mean the people will decide who may say what. But I am the people. Shouldn't I be the best one to decide on how I may express myself? Once you take logic off the table, once you argue from emotion and not reason, anything goes. What if I very logically decide that your restrictions on my expression are hate speech? Well, you won't be allowed to. Why not? Because we'll make your decisions for you. Doesn't that make me a slave and you my master? Yes, welcome to socialism. An STP song came on in the playlist. It was Plush from the album Core. The song would never be made today. They would say that it glorifies violence against women. In current year, only black or Muslim artists may glorify violence against women. Don't believe me? Listen to rap. Feminists are oddly silent about that. In the 80s, the elites tried to cancel Guns N' Roses for the same reason, but it wasn't very effective because people simply handed them an NWA record and told them to eat a fat dick. Well, it's the same people then and now. They share the same ideology. They are globalists who want communism. When allowed to discuss communism in an open forum, communism is always going to be laughed down. It has demonstrably failed time and time again. Literally everywhere and every when it leads to starvation and brutal repression of human rights. Mordecai Levy has been partially responsible for millions of deaths. That's why globalists, socialists, Antifa abhor free expression, because their ideas wither under the strong sunlight of reason. The right doesn't silence free expression because they aren't in power. Who controls the media, social media, academia? Who owns the companies? Who runs the back office? Who is the on-air talent? Who runs Hollywood? Oh boy, he gonna say it, Ms. Obama, get down. What? Elon Musk said it best. The rich and powerful are elite bourgeois masters who tell us what to think, because when you control the media, you control the narrative. You know how to tell who is in power? Look to see who you can't criticize. You may make fun of Trump all you want, but if you make fun of CNN, they will destroy your life. A Freddie King song just came on. He titled it Surf Monkey. I'm guessing that he would have to rename it if it came out in current year. Wouldn't you like to live in a country where you had free expression? What if people heard that Meyers and Miller were being deplatformed by Kickstarter, that they were outraged instead of apathetic? Bread and circuses have made us fat and stupid. Your grandkids will be speaking Spanish in a country that will be indistinguishable from Mexico, because it will be Mexico. Won't that be culturally enriching? It will be the same socialist paradise that Mexico is now, with the same murder and kidnapping rate. The third world has so much to teach the first world, because diversity is our strength. The reason I mention immigration rates is because the replacement Americans who vote for socialism, they don't care about free expression or the Second Amendment. In a few short years, the Bill of Rights will be gone. But what about the Constitution? The Constitution is a piece of paper. The only thing that powers it is the people. Once you replace enough of the freedom-loving Americans with the socialist-loving Mexicans, you can kiss the Constitution goodbye. Instead, we'll have the Chinese social credit system to compel behavior. In case you're unfamiliar with China, if someone is injured, the Chinese will step over the body and ignore it because life is very, very cheap there. Anyway, these are some hot chicks. I just typed in Asian girls lingerie. Somehow I don't think this is going to be allowed on YouTube. Let's try this for BitChute. Damn, Asian girls for the win. Anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. If you're on BitChute, subscribe on BitChute, because it is a bitch to get subs on BitChute. My God, I love skinny girls. All right, guys, I will see y'all next episode.